Dear Hoyt, and welcome back, my fellow uncouth Americans. I hope you all had a fun weekend. I know I did. Excuse me, little hair of the dog. Hair of the dog is not good, by the way, but some cases just beg for it. Sorry. Anywho, on with the show. Before I fully get into this, I just want to give you a quick lowdown that this is snake chasing the tail. It means cycle of life, birth, rebirth, all that. Triple spiral, and this is a cauldron of Erwin symbol, which is a little more Norse. I am of Pict blood. Pict blood is from the mainland Europe, finding its way into the Emerald Isle. This being said, Irish peoples are a cosmic blend of many bloods, cultures, and other worlds, including ones beyond the veil. Starting with the fairies themselves, or the Tuit Te Denon. Now, that's Gaelic, and it generally means the Fae. In a religious aspect, the Fae were part of the many angels that fell when Samael was cast out of heaven, except their souls were not bad enough to go to hell, nor were they good enough to go to heaven. Now that's the Irish lore behind it, even though the Book of Enoch does kind of explain some of this phenomena within its pages. Moving on. They became the first beings of the Emerald Isle. This is mainland Ireland, the English Channel, all the little islands, and Iceland before the Viking era. Side note, there were already not really any snakes, like physical slithering snakes, in Ireland due to climates. But because of Viking and Christian influences over the years, snakes where there were reptilians were often seen as a part of the nation's spiritual history after their invasions, sometimes symbolizing pagans from the Christian point of view, the snake that is, and sometimes it was the symbol of life, death, and rebirth, from the pagan point of view, of course. Between the Book of Kells, Catholic and Christian history, pagan legends, Ireland just is not simple in its spirituality, nor simple for some Irish personalities at that. Anyway, I'm sorry. Moving on. Among the Fae were the first gods, Irish gods. Relax, people. And that in their stories they were more human-like than godly. They could live until they kind of, in a way, decided to die, in a sense. They could bleed, be part of the full average, human life on the daily, as one of them. But when it came to the rise of Christian times, the Fae and the old gods basically assimilated with society as Catholicism turned them all into saints or revised legends, but they are certainly not myths, people, and they are certainly not gone to this day. We're still here, Patty. Sorry. I feel my gran getting upset with me. Hang on. Oh, okay. I feel better now. I had to say 3 Our Fathers and 3 Hail Marys. Go watch The Quiet Man. You'll see what I'm doing. Anywho, John Wayne, it's great. Anywho. Now, some people have declared being kindred of this Fae ever since the dawn of time, people. I think there has to be something to it when those claims have lasted longer than written human history. This is nothing new. This is not a Gen Z thing. This is not cosplay. This is religion. This is a belief system. Just because you have pale skin doesn't mean you can't dress like your ancestors, their indigenous ways before their invasions. Just saying. Either way, the original peoples of Ireland and the Fae started to fuse with outsiders, starting with the Malaysians, creating the Black Irish. That's where you got really dark skin, flat, long black hair, but they had really pale eyes like mine. Mine are not blue. They're actually like this aqua green with some gray in it. It's very strange. And you also have some that, as soon as they even say the word sunlight, they burn and they're pink. And then you have other Irishmen that can tan all day long without even getting red. Like me, I can tan without that. It's awesome. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm grateful. Leave me alone. Then, as I said, you have the Viking and Saxon or Anglo-Saxon invasions after that, giving the Irish peoples even more varied looks. You got the blondes and the further reds, gingers. Gingers are separate from reds. Fast forward to the first Irishmen that came to America. With them, they brought the magic of the Fae and introduced America's first St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 1601 in Augustine, Florida. The Spanish colony's Irish vicar, Ricardo Arter, had his first St. Paddy's Day parade. Ireland did not start the parades, by the way. It was solely an American gesture to begin with, made by Irish immigrants, such as the Charitable Irish Society in 1737, for the 13 colonies as an official holiday. Then later, in 1762, Irish soldiers walked through New York for an Irish breakfast because they were homesick. Oh, I understand that. I'm homesick for a place I've never been to. I'm sorry. Moving on. Ever since then, St. Patrick's Day has become a standing tradition of the proud and odd demography of the American Celt. A lot of American Celts like to use this day to revive old ways, such as the magic, the music, the dancing. Ooh, Lord of the Michael Flatley. Oh! I just let something out there, didn't I? Anywho, you got corned beef and cabbage, the right amount of mustard. It just so good. Soda bread, trifle, the works. Then, of course, we have the wonderful world of cinema. We have In the Name of the Father. Oh my God, what a good movie about how the IRA went from freedom fighter into terrorist and the backlashes that happened because of that. You have, of course, The Quiet Man with John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, as I said earlier. You've got proof that the Fae exist because Walt Disney was capable of getting King Brian and the others to join him for a film called Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It is an amazing flick, along with many others. Go look them up. They're so much fun. Enjoy. And with this, I am done. For those who are on Lent and your vices are limited, I understand if you use water. Other than that, let us raise our vices. Sláinte to the fighting fiery Irish. Dúla manna finnica, dúla manna guela, dúla manna farigi, farigi neri. Hoo! Snan.